In the president's crosshairs again today, Amazon.com and its CEO Jeff Bezos, who also owns the Washington Post. The president tweeting, "They pay little or no taxes to state and local governments, use our postal system as their delivery boy, and are putting thousands of retailers out of business." Not exactly. In fact, Amazon does collect and send taxes to all 45 states that have a sales tax. Third-party retailers that sell on the Amazon marketplace decide for themselves whether to collect state taxes. Amazon itself paid $412 million in federal income taxes for 2016. But last year, tax credits helped it avoid paying income taxes. The Amazon effect has hurt many retailers. Just down the street from the Capitol, Leah Daniels' kitchen supply store is struggling.
I don't agree with President Trump on much, but in the matter of e-commerce and Amazon, I certainly agree that it is affecting small businesses and hurting their ability to survive.
The explosion of e-commerce has forced thousands of retail stores to close, while consumers have benefited from lower prices. The president has been tweeting and criticizing Amazon for years.
Amazon is getting away with murder tax-wise.
If I become president, oh, do they have problems.
But analysts say Mr. Trump's real target may be Jeff Bezos' Washington Post.
His reaction to news organizations is the same as reactions to individuals. If they praise them, he likes them. If they go after him, make him look bad, he's going to go after them.
And Tom, the president argues that Amazon is a job killer, and we've heard others state that same opinion before. What's the reality? What do the numbers actually tell us?
Most analysts say about 51,000 retail jobs have been lost, while Amazon alone has added 7 times that many, and it promises another 50,000 for the city that lands its HQ2. Of course, most of those are warehouse jobs.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.